He's in with convicts who are twice as old and twice as violent. Fights break out routinely, mostly over contraband, like cigarettes.
The tobacco in the yard, it creates a problem because now the races are fighting for the right to sell it, the right to move it, and the right to have it.
For officers like Sergeant Irby, cracking down on contraband is a daily struggle. At times, only 2 officers patrol the entire yard of 800 male inmates. This means there are plenty of ways for enterprising inmates to bring contraband onto the yard.
There are hundreds of inmates out there in the yard, but hundreds go to work. They go to work as trustees working out on the grounds. So whatever they see on the ground are fine. They can bring that back.
If Molina plans on being free in 6 months, he'll need to steer clear of the contraband trade.
The strategy is pretty much just to lay low and keep to myself. I mean, there's a few people that I talk to, but pretty much not get in debt with anybody and just get through my time as quick as possible.
But it won't be easy. He now spends all of his time with the white racial group called the Woods. The group provides Molina with protection, and in the open spaces of Tent City, with no place to hide, Molina needs all the protection he can get. But being accepted by the Woods is a double-edged sword. Several members of the Woods are active contraband dealers. They have ways of drawing new inmates into the trade. Today, an inmate named Tripod invites Molina to join in a game of spades. Inmates usually gamble for commissary items, and sometimes contraband. If Molina ends up in debt, he may have to pay up by performing a service for other inmates, like smuggling black market goods. What starts as a friendly game turns tense when Molina starts losing.
I think he switched the books up, though, dog. Because it was that book right there. It was that book right there, though, dog. I know. How am I supposed to know which one's first? How am I supposed to know? Because
that's the whole thing. Nobody says spades is a clean game. When there's items on the table, I'm all about winning.
What Molina doesn't realize is that Tripod is being closely watched by the detention officers. The word on the yard is that Tripod is a major player in the illegal tobacco trade.
What tent you live in, sir? Yeah, so you were in the wrong yard, weren't you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're in the wrong yards. Why don't you go ahead and jump up on the fence over there?
Look at Tripod. What's up, Tripod?
What'd you do, Tripod?
See what else you got on you.
They search him at every opportunity.
Anything else?
No,
you
sir.
need to know about?
No, sir.
What's that? Put that out of your pocket. Let me see it. It's been smoking again. Let me see your hands.
And check his fingernails for nicotine stains.
No smoke in my yard, sir. It's a good way to go away.
If Molina gets pulled into illegal activity, under the terms of his court deal, his short jail term could turn into 12 years in prison. But at Tent City, it's hard to avoid trouble. Edward Ramirez thinks he's found a way. The sheriff's chain gang. Like all Maricopa County inmates, he prepares for his day by putting on jail-issued pink clothing. According to Sheriff Arpaio, inmates were stealing the standard white undergarments, so he had them all dyed, along with all the sheets, towels, and handcuffs. But there's another reason for the unique choice of color.
Why make them wear pink underwear? Why pink? Because they hate pink, at least in this county.
Back in Tent City, the cat and mouse game between inmates and guards over contraband continues. Officer McVaugh has such a knack for sniffing out contraband, they call him the Bloodhound. In the open environment of Tent City, tobacco could be anywhere. Today he is training a new officer, Cox. He takes the rookie with him on his daily rounds. Suddenly, McVaugh smells smoke coming from one of the tents. He ducks inside and confronts the inmates.
Everybody outside, grab fence, let's go. Basically, inmates were smoking in the tent. They all decided to scatter. Some of them, they want to run another tent, so we're going to start with one tent and continue through until we find what we're looking for.
The officers raid the tents. They'll confiscate any illegal property they find.
This is all stuff that they can't have. They've taken the soap and altered it to make dominoes.
Everybody else out here in the church until I find them.
McVaugh knows someone's hiding tobacco, and he's determined to find it.
They'll tear open the mattress and they'll hide, they can put a pouch of tobacco in there, lighter.
The DOs find nothing in the first 2 tents they search. But Officer McVaugh is not done yet, and Merlina's tent is next.
Why don't you guys mind your own business and sit in your bunks?
Now, Merlina, Tripod, and the other Woods have to wait while McVaugh and Cox tear up their tent.
At 7:30 in the morning, they tell me to wake up so they can toss all my stuff. Yeah, I do get kind of upset about that, you know what I'm saying?
Compared to a traditional jail cell, a tent and the grounds outside offer many unusual hiding places. McVaugh knows them all. Contraband can be hidden under rocks, stashed in tent folds, or wedged behind support poles. McVaugh sends Cox up high to check the top of the tent frame.
Check the lights.
The rookie finds something.
McVaugh. McVaugh.
On top of the light box, there's a small plastic pouch.
65. Good catch.
They put them in the fingers of gloves to help hide them better. They'll sell them to each other for commissary items, candy bars, and things like that.
Spurred on by Cox's discovery, McVaugh keeps searching. He hits the jackpot. Inside a tear in one of the tent flaps, he finds a huge stash of tobacco.
Fair amount of tobacco found in the tent. It makes it been rolling.
If McVaugh can figure out whose it is, they'll be thrown in the hole. 23-hour-a-day lockdown for 30